Well, as ARC Bakersfield started this morning, breaking news just came in. The FBI has released photos of a new person of interest. This is in connection to the fatal shooting of Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Now, news also reporting that federal agents have recovered what is believed to be the weapon used in that deadly shooting. Kirk was killed during a speaking event at the university yesterday. That manhunt for a killer continues this morning. Of course, that's why they put out that photo, to get the help. And this comes as the death of Kirk has sent shockwaves throughout the American political world. Kirk, a close ally to President Trump. In fact, this morning, President Trump announced that he would be giving him posthumously the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Charlie Kirk was known for shaping the GOP's younger base with Turning Point USA. His death comes as political tensions remain high, and boy, concerns over political violence continue to grow. So join us more to talk about the impact of Charlie Kirk, what he's meant for the political side of the sphere, especially in the conservative view, is political analyst Matt Klink. Matt, thanks for coming on this morning. I'll just bring you right into this.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about Charlie Kirk's impact within the Republican Party.
Yeah, I mean, for many of your viewers, they're probably saying, "Wow, it's tragic that Charlie Kirk was assassinated." But who is this guy? So imagine an 18-year-old student in college who realizes that there is really not there's not a place for him on campus, and he created Turning Point USA to really address that. He obviously was conservative. He made no bones about it, and he was a leading figure really from 2016 on in helping Republicans reach college students and bring them a conservative message on campuses that were hostile and a rhetorical standpoint primarily to a right of center message. So he's a huge thought leader in the Republican Party and in the conservative movement.
Well, you talked about the college campuses, which is where he was at yesterday, and he does these prove me wrong debates that he will freely talk with anybody about any topic and have open dialogue. That was his real big takeaway, especially to the younger folks. Would you say that?
Yeah, it really was a return to what college's role should be. Colleges should not be a quote unquote a rhetorical safe space. College is supposed to be a place where you hear ideas that make you uncomfortable, that make you He believed in robust, free, and open debate. As you just said, the prove me wrong, he would take all questions, no matter how stupid or how detailed, and he would address them, and he rarely came out on the short side of the stick.
Well, there's a direction I want to take this, but first, give me the connection with him and President Trump. Like, how close were they? Because it seems like President Trump, he was the first one to officially make that call about his death yesterday.
Yeah, they were very close. Charlie Kirk and the Trump family were close. And look, in many ways, you can say that Trump's 2024 election really was aided significantly by Charlie Kirk, because he helped get college-age students of all races, white, black, and brown, particularly young men, to vote Republican. And he did it by making conservative ideas cool on campuses again. And he would go into the Lion's Den. He would go to the most liberal of liberal universities, UCLA, UC Berkeley, and other places, and he would bring out his conservative right of center message. And he made it an appealing position to be for many Americans. So, in many ways, Donald Trump can say that Charlie Kirk was instrumental in him getting reelected.
Well, President Trump, we saw, of course, last year, we're talking like 12 and a half months ago, a series of these types of potential political assassinations where President Trump almost lost his life. He got shot at. Of course, you could even look at the other side. Speaker Pelosi's husband was attacked. This goes all the way back to Steve Scalise, I even say, when he was shot at a softball practice. What do you say about these incidents? What do you think is the driving force for this political violence?
Yeah, that I don't think there's any one thing. I think that, there are some common denominators though. I think that one is the belief in general, and it's being reinforced unfortunately on college campuses, that you're no longer my opponent, you're my enemy. And I think that automatically creates divisions. When you get politicians that regularly call the other side such things as a dictator or Hitler or authoritarian, those are comments that provoke action by people. And then I think you have the problem of the mental imbalance where, people that are, a little off and, they think that they can either achieve notoriety or they can do good by reaching out and attacking people. And look, I think that you've heard both sides say pretty strongly, or in fact, not pretty strongly, very strongly, that we want a robust public forum in America, but violence has no place in that forum.
I have one thing for you, Matt. Faith is also a big part of Charlie Kirk. Do you think this had any part of it? Like right before he spoke, he referenced Romans 8:28, which says this. It's very freeing and liberating for. I'm getting word. We're running out of time. But any word on the faith aspect? Do you think that plays a role?
It was very important to him. He was a man of God, and he said that it was faith, family, and country in that order were the three most important things that Charlie Kirk believed in. So yeah, faith played a big role in Charlie Kirk, and frankly, it plays a big role in the Republican Party. So I mean, it's a huge loss for this country. And just imagine what great things this 31-year-old person would have brought to this country. It makes me sad for that a loss of a great mind and a loss of a family man.
Absolutely, Matt Klink. We really appreciate your time coming in today to talk and join us about this story.
Thank you.